Port Bill. Real or nah? So, in case that you are new to the show, Real or Not is pretty much based off the idea of some of these stories we try to figure out, is this a real show? And I have to add a little rule into this because I'll always look at the last, the past videos. When I say real or not, I don't mean it's possible, but like, okay, a possibility does not make the video real. Any video, to some extent, could be possible. Is it more than not that is fake? Is it more than not that is real? I didn't want to put that out there that I don't want people to start making these videos. It's real because it's possible. Like, no, it's not how this works. Is it more likely than not? We're going to treat this as something lawsuit. Criminal, what's below criminal if they found innocent?
Misdemeanor? Civil?
Civil, yeah. We'll treat this as civil court. More likely than not that this did or did not happen. So just putting it out there. Like I said before, there's two of them. I'm going to go back to my way of saying that I'm not going to tell you my thoughts until after the video.
I honestly don't know what to do. We ended up leaving a...
Oh, sorry. Anna is one of those videos with moving things, so yeah, sorry.
I honestly don't know what to do. We ended up leaving a very toxic living situation. We were roommates with another couple, but ended up having to leave in a hurry. We are currently staying with another friend, but the problem at hand is that my husband is the only one allowed in the apartment. Apparently, the place is too small for the both of us to be in there at the same time. So basically, I've been in the car almost 24 hours a day for the last few days. I'm also disabled and I can't really walk very well. I told him tonight that I wanted to go to the hospital to check myself into getting back on some meds because I am supposed to be taking them for anxiety. He's working a lot and he works a regular job and he also does DoorDash. He can't understand why I think it's bizarre that I'm not allowed in the apartment despite his friends knowing that we are married. It just doesn't sit right with me. And I told him I'm tired of sitting in the car almost 24 hours a day. I haven't had a shower since Friday and it's Monday night. I'm being forced to use the bathroom in a container because I cannot drive the car due to my disability. That's how weird and awkward things have finally gotten. It's honestly making me want to take a break from our relationship. I understand that he's worried about me going into the hospital. However, I'm trying to make him understand that this is something I need to do. I'm tired of basically having zero human contact, except for basically only him. I'm not really sure what to do here, but I'm starting to grow resentful and anxious. I think I'm getting depressed as well. I just can't seem to get him to understand how I'm feeling, and I honestly don't know what to do.
Nah.
That's it?
Nah.
Hell nah.
That's a little better. That's a little more like you. Anna?
Hell to the no, no, no.
Tracy?
I actually believe this. I actually believe this. Not because
it's a guy who's doing it.
No, I actually believe this.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I think it was the part where, and I'm assuming the person that lived in the car is female, that she was told there wasn't enough room in the apartment for her and her husband and the spouse and the person that owns the apartment. There's just something about it that tells me, yep, this is real. One, because I've kind of experienced it myself. And it was just about the same circumstances, except for I didn't have a partner at the time. So, yep, I believe this one.
I'm still at no.
Okay, so we got nah. We got hell to the nah to the nah. And I'm going to be the last one to go to the nah.
Not that I don't believe situations like this don't happen, but this particular story just did not.
But you're all pessimists. I believe this one. I absolutely believe it. Absolutely positive.
All right, let's take a look at this here. All right, so
I knew that
okay. Because the bull ate some stuff that didn't agree with it. So you said y'all had to move out of your current apartment.
Oh, hey Tanya. Sorry if I can get it back up.
A jerk. Hello. We didn't say the husband was good. She's just telling the situation.
Yeah, but see, the scenario here will require the husband to be sociopathically evil, which is possible, and the friends to be just as evil. There's some layers here that would have to be outside the realm of likelihood.
I mean, should she leave him? Absolutely. But I still believe it.
And I'm beginning to question our relationship. Now, assuming all the rest of it was true. Oh, ma'am.
Here's the deal. This is what made me not believe this story. I want to go to the hospital, but I know that he's afraid of me going to the hospital.
Because they're broke.
Yeah, they don't have health insurance. Medicare for all, everybody.
I don't give a damn. It's better than being in the car.
Tell that to somebody who has got nothing but bills on top of bills on top of bills.
And has to live in their car. It's not.
Yes, it's not that simple.
I've been broke the majority
that part just ain't that simple. And then you disabled as well.
My life, and I tell the hospital the same thing I've been telling the hospital when I was broke. And you're gonna get what?
That's easier to say.
My credit, and my credit sucks anyway. So,
but
you're proud of this?
No, I'm not proud of it. But I can't give you what I don't.
Yeah, I can't give you what I ain't got, and the hospital has to take you. But that's also the problem. See, like now we're going into hypothetical land, right? But this is a reality of what could occur. You ain't got no insurance. You've been there multiple times. You need specialized medication and care. Yeah. So you go and get him. You go to the hospital. They're going to ask you a bunch of questions, and the counselor's going to come out and talk to you as well because you're going to be declaring that you're destitute. Mm-hmm. As they're sitting there having this conversation with you to prove just how broken, how bad your situation is, they come to find out that you're living in the car. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you have serious physical or mental conditions, and you're living in your car. So now, man, we're going to have to admit you. So now you get admitted into the hospital, you become a ward of the state, and your husband is no longer able to be around you because he is classified as being a threat to you. So now, not only are you in the hospital, can't pay your bills, you've lost every last string of self-respect and autonomy that you had left. This is real, bruh.
Okay, and then, now let me
but
ask
most
you
hospitals
this.
have. Wait a minute. Can I talk about a situation that actually happened to me when I was unhoused? I would say homeless, but now we say unhoused. And I went to the hospital.
Who says unhoused?
I don't understand that one.
I say homeless.
A lot of people are changing.
They're changing.
They cleaned up the language all over the place to the point it don't even make sense.
We don't want to get on a different subject. Go ahead, Tracy.
But when I went to the ER, 3 times. That third time, they were like, "Where do you live?" I was like, "Well, in my car." Not only did they find me a place to stay, they helped me to get like my resume together so I could get a job. They helped me to get public assistance so that I could like eat, and insulin so I could take, because I was not taking, yeah, a type 1 diabetic, not taking insulin, not a good thing. But all of that, most hospitals have something like that set up, and how effective my hospital was as opposed to some
Was
other
it a
hospital I don't
Franciscan?
know. I'm sorry?
Was it a Franciscan hospital in one of
No,
those?
it was an IU Health hospital.
And as I stated, the counselor's gonna come out, which is pretty much what you just kind of described, right? Now you do that when you got a husband.
Yeah, I
See
did
how
have
understanding they are.
Yeah, I did not have a partner.
When
It
it's
was just
two of y'all.
And this is my question to Thea.
You still would have got the help, but oh boy,
Compared to what she's going through right now. If we're to believe the
anything's
story.
better than sleeping in your car.
Yeah,
I'll
thank
put it
you.
that.
Thank you. I heard what
I'll
you
say
said, Thea. I heard all the stuff that
Everything.
you said, the admission and everything else, and all the other stuff. But I'm sorry, you're in pain. You're living in your car. And oh,
Yes.
by the way, the car is parked outside of an apartment complex that your husband sleeps in, but you can't even take a shower. You don't even have any medicine.
No, I'm
But,
with
oh
you.
my God, I gotta think about, I'm
I'm
worried
with you.
about bills and what they gonna do. Man, please.
Yeah, but since we sitting here and we playing in this
Desperate times
weird ass
call for what?
hypothetical,
Desperate measures.
no, what I'm saying, since we sitting here playing in this weird ass hypothetical, then
You
we got to
started
make it real, right? We got to make it real, right? So, what type of person, what emotional or mental state must a person be in to be able to sit in the car while their spouse is in the house? That person has already been broken. So you can't sit here and do logical math at this person. This person is an abused person. Okay.
Nobody's
So
disagreeing
they
with
don't
Logical
think
enough
I'm
to
talking
write
about
on
what
Reddit.
Marlon said makes perfect sense for someone who is recently down on their luck, recently moved into their own car, recently this or recently that. But when you are an abused person and you have learned to adapt to your jacked up situation, there's new math that comes in play. And that's all I was saying. Is like, yes, what you saying, Marlon, makes perfect sense. I'm 100%
I know what
with
you're
you.
saying. Once
But-
you're down on your luck, you're not thinking logically anymore.
I'm not even saying just down on your luck. This person is abused. Okay? This
He's
person is abused. That's
This
a
is-
whole different.
I mean, again,
Thing.
we have to think. If we're thinking this as being real, I still don't think it's real, but we have to think it's real. It is one thing that you're married and you're living in your car and your husband is somewhere else. That's messed up. Man, you're living in your car that's parked in front of the apartment that your husband is now currently in.
For days.
For days on end. You
Just
don't know
leave
when
it.
the shower is 20, 30 feet away from you. And you still have to wait days to go take a shower. The bathroom is 20, 30 feet away from you.
But if you do not have the physical capabilities to address the mobility problem, 10 feet might as well be 100. It's kind of like when you dead broke and they talking about, I'm going to take your house if you don't pay me $500 and you ain't got no friends, no support, no nothing, nowhere. 500 might as well be 50,000 because you don't know where to get it from. So it's like, I think the whole story is phooey, but if we take it as real, then I think that it gets way more complicated real quick.
Well, yeah, it's real. I personally believe it.
Okay.
But you believed it because you lived it.
And you don't have a very high estimation of men.
And by the way, yeah, because you're believing the part about living in the car, but you're
always a villain.
Are you believing the part about the man living in an apartment while you living in the car?
I didn't even take that part into consideration.
That's
To
That's
me
the
that was
part
a
that we
big
saying
part.
is fake.
Yeah, I was just thinking her living in the car. She
Yeah,
couldn't
I
take a bath
believe the
because
fact that people live in their car. Remember, we did a story about the California University of California.
yeah, they were
actually-
sleeping outside the college campus.
Yeah, they had to start making
Or Amazon workers that sleep outside their warehouse because they can't afford anything.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's one
Yeah.
of the things. Remember when I was telling you guys? I'm sorry, side thing. Remember I was saying one of the things I want to move into is being able to help with rental assistance. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people who are, I still call people homeless because you are without a home. That they are living in their car, or they having to balance between, okay, so this week we'll live in our car, and then next week we'll be able to afford to spend 3 days in an equivalency hotel, and they having a cycle back and forth, all the while going to work, right? You imagine, I mean, a week in an efficiency hotel could be what, about $100 to $200?
Those are cheap ones.
Mm.
We talking
just saying.
safe or unsafe? Because
Well, ain't none of them. I mean, ideal,
It's
but
about as safe as you gonna make it. But go ahead.
I'm saying whatever it is, it's probably closer to 250. You're right.
yeah, I was gonna say
But-
250, 275.
So if you could just put the money together, like say you could come up with $1,000, right? That's 4 people's rent for the week. You could go ahead and give somebody the breathing room, and you don't know that 1 week of breathing room, it costs us $250. If there's 5 of us and we put in $50, we hit $250, and we just miss lunch for 2 days. Okay, but you give somebody a whole week of breathing room in one of these places, that's a difference between them having their down payment for their apartment.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So people like these efficiency or whatever these things are, they serve a purpose, okay? Because I'd rather you be there than nowhere. But it's also a trap
Absolutely.
because you paying more than you would be paying in rent.
Yep.
But
So
the
you can
problem-
never
yeah.
catch up to get the down payment to get in the apartment.
There's a problem with that, though. Here is what the problem is. Most rental properties, they want a deposit.
Mhm.
They want the first month's rent. They want the second month's rent. All in one payment.
Yes,
That is a problem.
Yep.
it is. But I'm not trying to. I mean, I would love to solve homelessness. I don't. But I'm saying you give somebody some breathing room. I think I don't remember who it was who said it, but it's very, very true. The most expensive and painful thing to be in America is broke,
You can say that
Okay.
again.
because it's the mental load.
Yep.